can't be underrepresented.
The future lands in our hands.
So it's very important how you speak to people at all times. What's going on, everyone? Alex, What Works Confirmed Anomaly. You already know where it is. Today we are down at Unit Project, who are providing a Youth Enrichment Activity Exhibition. You already know the vibe. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's check it out.
I would like to introduce someone who has worked incredibly hard to put today together. One thing that I can say personally, having known Carla for many years, is that she always cares and encourages people. And something she's always cared about is about motivating young people and helping them to grow in many different ways. You can really see today how everybody's come together. We've got all different experiences, all different backgrounds. And I just want to say a big thank you from myself and from Carla for being here and spending your time with us. So first of all, please give a big warm welcome to Carla Tapia.
Welcome everyone, my name is Carla. I am the founder of Unit Project. First of all, I wanted to thank God. He's made this possible. He's actually given me this vision to make sure this happened. Secondly, thank you to my family. Thank you to every single one of you guys that has actually supported me, believed in me, and actually we've come together for one common cause, you know, the youth. The future lands in our hands, and we have to ensure that we build a better tomorrow for them. Everyone must be tired just watching the news, and there's always something negative. I got tired. I've actually been raised in a Latin household. We actually believe in being there for each other through the worst times and the good times, supporting each other, and that's the most important thing for this company. We actually focus on mental health awareness. Our vision is to ensure that we let the young generation to understand the importance in their voice. Every child, every young person has to have a voice. Don't shut them down. Let them talk. Let them reach out to you. And sometimes you might be their safe space. They might not have that at home. You know, it takes a village to raise children. So look around. We are the future village. We need to come together, create a better place for people, and also let them understand it's okay to make mistakes. We're not perfect. We're here to learn from our mistakes. And then there's something that I also believe is we all have a strength. There might be something that Dominic might be fantastic at that I actually struggle with. So I know I can turn to him for guidance.
Better health, better community, better you. That's what Confirmed Anomalies is about. Real services, real people, real support. For more information, check the link below.
Just to let you guys know what we do, we actually do art and wellness workshops. We promote positive thinking through self-expression, and it improves self-esteem. A lot of children nowadays don't have the self-esteem that they do need, so they seek external validation. We need to remember, as parents, as uncles, aunties, members of the community, we need to strengthen our young. Let them understand that positive thinking is so important now. Education is important, self-awareness is important, sporting is important, movement is important, letting them understand everything is important. So without further ado, thank you every single one of you guys for coming out today. I'm really glad that I've managed to create a networking event. Everyone, get to know each other. We're all here for one common cause, the youth. Their future lies in our hands, so we need to ensure we create a better place for them. And once again, thank you everyone.
Our next speaker, we have Alex Deans from Confirmed Anomalies. So Alex's work comes from a place of compassion and understanding, supporting people living with conditions such as multiple sclerosis and sickle cells. All while doing this, it's about creating a stronger sense of community for those people that might often feel overlooked or isolated. Please welcome Alex Deans.
My journey all started through my diagnosis. All about turning pain into purpose. As I was a lot younger, I used to be running and gunning. I used to play American football. I used to be healthy. All of these different things, they were like really important to me. But we never knew about colds, flus, or anything like that. But as time went on, certain things in my life started happening, different changes, different challenges, and for that reason, it wasn't really that helpful. Obviously, life before my diagnosis, it was all right. I looked all right there. Nothing was wrong. Nothing was wrong at all. But I feel like when you have bad health, or if you're doing bad things within your lifestyle, as in staying up late, drinking, anything like that, that's where the problem starts, you know? And for me personally, I wouldn't say that I was going out all the time, but I would say that I did indulge. I was young. I was only like, 21? Live life, be free, you know? Enjoy yourself a little bit. But everything changed after my diagnosis of multiple sclerosis. That's where I was then into a wheelchair. So for those that don't know what multiple sclerosis is, it's an autoimmune disease. It affects your immune system, so it attacks your myelin sheath. That basically is your nervous system. So however strong you are, it will then attack itself. You are fighting yourself. You are your biggest enemy. From there, I kind of realized that, you know what, if I don't do nothing about it, then who's going to do anything about it? I had doctors, I had physios, I had all of the different things, and they were giving me like exercises to do, but until I made that journey my own, I would stay in that wheelchair week in, week out, and in my darkest hour, I only had myself and my thoughts. So I was very determined, and from that, I had to continue. My life wasn't going to end in just a wheelchair. I refused. It's not going to happen like that. I was studying to be a civil engineer at the time, and from there, I continued, and I graduated in civil engineering. I wasn't going to stop anything that I started to do, so I completed that. But I understood that being a civil engineer doesn't allow you to be active, doesn't allow you to be physical. You'll be sitting in a chair all the time, and if you don't use it, you lose it. So what did I do? I became a personal trainer, helping others whilst helping myself. It's very important to me to keep on moving. Anybody that knows me understands that I'm very into fitness. But with fitness, it's a whole lifestyle. It's not just, oh, let's get up in the morning, go to the gym. No. You have to be eating well, you have to be training, you have to be sleeping. All of these different elements are very important to your journey. We then created Confirmed Anomalies. Confirmed Anomalies is sickle cell and multiple sclerosis awareness, where we bring the community together through a number of different activities, whether it's like a fun day or whether we do events just like this, bringing as many different resources together to help people. And if you go to the event and you don't take anything away from it, your eyes must have been closed. Because honestly, everybody's in the room willing to help you. If you have conversation, look to your left, look to your right, you should be able to have a conversation with somebody that will relate or resonate with you in some sort of shape or form. Turning point, I feel like when you delve into your journey, you kind of like start to understand how important certain elements of your lifestyle is. Personally, I realized that nutrition was very, very, very important. That's why I created a vegan recipe book. Forget the fact that it's vegan. Anyone can consume these products, okay? This was to help benefit everyone's health in some sort of shape or form. Whether you want to detox, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want something sweet, there's a recipe in there for you. Despite the mobility issues that I have, I still am willing to push myself at all costs. So this picture in particular is when me and my friend came together to complete a high rock. Unfortunately, on the second round, my diagnosis kicked in, and that is where I've lost feeling in my legs. I was able to drag myself around for another 6,000 meters, completing whatever courses that my body allowed me to, that led us to getting to the end and passing to the finish line. Always very important to see everything through to the end. You started your journey for a reason, you're gonna end for a reason. You didn't start anything for no reason. So see yourself proud all the time. Regardless of who you speak to, try and leave a positive impact on everyone's life, because you don't know how you might affect somebody, how you might rub them up the right or the wrong way. So it's very important how you speak to people at all times, remaining respectful as possible. Another part of my journey that I find really important is recovery. Rest, recovery, sleeping. If you don't rest, how will you grow? How will you heal? In the fastest state, when you're normally sleeping, when you're not eating, is when your body recovers the most. This is why it's always important. Even if you're gonna have a nap during the day, 10 to 20 minutes is essential. Anything longer than that could leave you a bit groggy. And most importantly, regardless of where you are in life, it's always about having a balance. You can work, you can enjoy yourself. You might be a mum, you might be a dad, you might be a cousin, aunt, whoever. At the same time, you have your own identity as well. So some of the time, you have to be yourself. You can't always be the parent. Sometimes you can't always be the sibling. Sometimes you have to be you. But if the balance isn't right, that's where the problem starts. When you start neglecting certain elements of these things, that's where the problem starts. So always try and make sure that you maintain a balance in some shape or form. My ultimate message is to bring everyone together as much as possible. This 2 weeks ago was a 5K run that I put together for people to basically engage, stay healthy, stay fit. I was in a wheelchair. How can you now, anybody here, say that you're not going to do it? You can't do it. If I was able to drag myself 5,000 meters, can you not do it? No, answer the question, can you not do it? Yeah. All right. It's all about your mindset, how you engage with it, how you trust yourself, how you believe yourself. And one very important thing that I learned today is confidence. Confidence is about how you confide in someone. You confide in someone that you trust. If you don't have confidence within yourself, how do you expect to flourish and grow? How do you expect to go through your journey? If anybody has any questions, I'll be around at the end. But thank you for listening.
Thank you. That was, honestly, I thought that was really, really inspiring. So thank you for your time and sharing that with us today. So next person is, we have Dominic Bonilla from AMO. Has been doing incredible things for the London's Latin American community, helping young people and families access support, opportunities, and a sense of belonging, especially when you're in a new place, trying to build a new life and have a future in a brand new environment. So please welcome Dominic Bonilla.
Thank you everyone who is listening. Carla, thank you especially for the space as well. It's lovely. And honestly, it means a lot to us. St. Carla, thank you so much for the space as well. It means a lot to us in the community to be here and actually reach out and meet some lovely people. I think in that sense we are truly blessed, so I really appreciate that. My name is Dominic. I work at the Indo-American Refugee and Migrant Organization, and essentially I ran a youth program called the Latin American Youth Forum. And in this space, essentially, we work with young people from the ages of 13 up until 19 years of age. And the reason why we do this, it's because we have a vision. And that vision, as you can see, is a future where Latin Americans and other Spanish-speaking and Portuguese-speaking migrants, asylum seekers and refugees living in the UK can have equal rights, can live free from poverty and discrimination, and they can feel empowered to pursue their aspirations. And that's what we want to achieve. I think, needless to say, the Latin American community in the UK has grown. Right now, I'd say it's about maybe 500,000 people in the UK. It's vibrant, it is vital. However, we still lack visibility. And despite enriching the UK culture, we do have a lot of different problems. One of those are poverty and exclusion, low-paid, insecure jobs despite having qualifications, lack of access to essential services, and discrimination and anti-migrant hate. And what we want to do is, as you can see at the bottom, despite the fact that we have the largest growing migrant community, we are simply not even included in the census. And why is this vital? This is because we need to be monitored, and essentially we can't be overlooked and we can't be underrepresented. So our work, and what do we do? Every service that we do provide is culturally sensitive and it's delivered in English, Spanish and Portuguese. And obviously in this case, it is shaped by our lived experiences. So we've got the advice team, where as you can see right there, our experienced advisors provide confidential advice and casework on any immigration, welfare or any type of case. We've got the ET department, education, training and employment. Essentially anyone, adult or young person that wants any type of support with finding employment or even getting access to education, we will help them as well within that department. The CYP team, children and young people, that's my area. As you can see, that's Angie, our lovely manager. She handles the entire team. And essentially we provide support to any young person.